Hi guys, good morning. Today we are going to learn how to create a dashboard using a pivot table, slicer and a pivot chart. Okay, so first thing we need to know is to create a pivot table, your data should be a structured data which should be in a tabular form. And in this table all the columns should have a proper heading. Your column should have, so you just need to keep the cursor on your data, go to the insert tab, insert a pivot table from here. Now it's just asking me whether I want to insert in a new sheet or an existing sheet. I'll just say new sheet because we are going to create a dashboard in a new sheet. So as soon as we are doing that, say here it is placed here, a new sheet is created. I just rename this sheet as dashboard. Now the next step we need to do is we need to actually analyze the data. See here we'll analyze the data region wise and product wise because it's a sales data here, and I'll just say the sales amount also here. So that now see it's the region wise and product wise analysis of the data. Now what I'll do is for the pivot table to look a little better, I'll just go to the design tab. I'll just go here and select the feasible design for me so that it looks good. Okay, I think this looks better. Now what we need to do is we need to create a chart, right? So to create a chart, as soon as you're creating a pivot table, you can just keep the cursor on the pivot table, go to insert and recommended charts. See, if you already don't know what chart to create, you can actually use this feature called recommended charts, which will actually suggest you the charts that is appropriate to this data. So I can just select this, it's suggesting me a clustered column chart. So I can just select OK, and this chart is placed. Very easy. Now see, what I need to do is this chart I need to apply filters based on my analysis. So what I need to do is I need to insert some slicers. We'll see how to insert a slicer. See, whenever you are keeping your cursor on the pivot table only, these two special tabs will appear because these two special tabs are for the pivot table. So I'm keeping the cursor on the pivot table, going to pivot table analyze, saying insert slicer. Here I will insert slicer for region and product because I might want to analyze based on the region and product separately. Go to size and properties of a slicer. I'll just say two number of columns here just to make it look good, and the product column can have three columns here, and I'll choose an appropriate design also for the slicer, and I'll just choose an appropriate design from the design tab. See here slicer has a special tab for it. Next thing we need to do is we need to do some analysis, right? So we can just select any slicer here, which is much more easier for me to just select. See, as soon as I'm selecting the pivot table and the chart is changing, just give you one more tip for the dashboard to look much more better. You can just go to the view tab here, and you can just unselect this grid lines so that the grid lines will disappear and your dashboard is looking much more better now. And see, because this is a sales data, I'll be wanting it to analyze date wise also. So to insert a date slicer, see, dates don't have specifically a slicer, it's actually called as a timeline filter. These are only specifically for dates. If I say insert timeline, see, only the date column is being shown because timelines are just for dates. Placing a timeline here, this also I can customize. I'll just give it some nice look. I think the data is there only for February, March. So yeah, you can see here as soon as I'm applying the filter, every data is changing here. So this is a dynamic dashboard which is linked. This is a pivot chart and this is a pivot table. Okay. So yeah, this is how you actually create an interactive dashboard. Thank you guys. Let's see you next weekend.